Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I will be talking about Premier League Match Week 18 preview and prediction. So there are only 5 games for Premier League Match Week 18, and one of them is for Premier League Match Week 1, which is Burnley versus Manchester United. So the other games has been postponed because of COVID-19 issue. So yeah, so the like target for this video will be 18. If you guys are new here, please give a big thumbs up and remember to subscribe to my channel. Sheffield United versus Newcastle. This is a great game to watch because Sheffield United just picked up their first win, so it was a very welcome win for them. On the other hand, for Newcastle, in their last 7 games, they lost 5 and drew twice. One of them was against Liverpool, but still, I think in terms of form line, I'm going to choose Newcastle, even though they're not performing well recently, and Sheffield United did pick up their first win. But I think Newcastle is a little bit more quality side, and we all know that Newcastle, in terms of strikers, Newcastle do have better strikers. So therefore, I'm going to fancy Newcastle to win this game. It is going to be a tight game. I think both teams will have chances, but I think at the end of the day, Newcastle attack will be a little bit too strong. So I'm going to go for Newcastle 1, Sheffield United 0. Burnley versus Manchester United. Burnley, they've been performing well, to be honest. In the last 6 games, they only lost once, and it was against Leeds United. And they could have easily drew that game or won that game because they did create a lot of chances. But still, I think they're going to give a good fight to Manchester United. On the other hand, for Manchester United, they've been really performing well, but their last 2 games, they were not Premier League games. It was a cup game and a FA Cup game. And their performance was not a good one. Many Manchester United fans were disappointed with their performance. But I think Manchester United do have a lot of quality, and I think they'll bounce back pretty well. And it's going to be a tight game. Burnley will give them a tough time. But I think Manchester United do have a little bit more quality. And we all know that Bruno Fernandes, he has been performing really well. And I think Manchester United will win this game with a scoreline of 3-1. Wolves versus Everton. This is going to be a great game to watch. I think this is going to be a very tight game because Wolves recently, they got their lone player back in the team, and I think it's a huge boost for them. And maybe they might not have to find a replacement for Jimenez for now because they got Patrick back, and he's actually a good player. On the other hand, for Everton, they're also performing well, but their last few matches, there's kind of a concern for me because they did lose against Manchester United, and then they did win 1-0 against Sheffield United. It was not a convincing performance, but then still they got a win. But then against West Ham, they lost. So I have kind of doubt in this team. So from a prediction, I'm going to fancy Wolves to win this game. And I think they'll win this game with a scoreline of 2-1. But to be honest, it can be a draw or it can be an Everton win. But I'm going to go back Wolves to win this game. Manchester City versus Brighton. I think this is going to be a one-sided game because Manchester City do love scoring goals against Brighton. Because in the last 3 meetings, Manchester City have actually scored 13 goals against them. So I think this is going to be a one-sided game. On the other hand, for Brighton form line, I think they are kind of performing well because in their last 5 Premier League matches, they actually got 4 draws. So I think it is actually a huge boost for them, but they just have to convert their draws into wins. And then I think this team can perform well. But in terms of this game, I don't think they're going to perform well because we all know that Manchester City is well drilled this season. Defensively, they are brilliant this season. So I think this is going to be a hard game for Brighton. They'll have to somehow find some answer to break through Manchester City defense. And I think it's going to be difficult. And from prediction, I'm going to go with Manchester City 3, Brighton 0. Aston Villa versus Tottenham. For now, this game is happening. But personally, I think this game will be postponed because of COVID-19 issue. But even if this game happens, I think this game will be a huge struggle for Aston Villa because we all know that Aston Villa will be a little bit lack of match fitness because of COVID-19 issue in their squad. So I think this is really going to benefit Tottenham. In terms of form line, I can say Aston Villa, they've been performing well. But it is also difficult to judge what kind of Aston Villa are going to come up against Tottenham because of COVID-19 issue. And most likely, this game will be postponed. But still, I think I have to make a preview for now. On the other hand, for Tottenham, they are also playing some brilliant football. Their 3-0 win against Leeds United was a really good win. And then they backed it up with a 2-0 win against Brentford. And then they also won 5-0 in the FA Cup. So I do think this team is finally picking up some form. And I think they will really fancy themselves because Aston Villa will be for sure lack of match fitness, and I'm going to go with Tottenham 3, Aston Villa 1. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. I think this is going to be a good game to watch. Arsenal, recently they've been performing really well. In the last 3 Premier League matches, they won 3 of their games. So I do think this team is back in form. They got a lot of hungry youngsters who are eager to perform well, and they are actually performing really well. And you can just look at their best player for now, for me, is Saka, and he's just like 19-year-old. So like this can sum up how good this team is playing and how much they're relying on the youngsters. And this team really do have a bright future. On the other hand, for Crystal Palace, I always don't know what to talk about this team, because this team is a really unpredictable team. Because sometimes if you say bad things about them, they're going to play really good, and then if you say good thing about this team, they're going to play really bad. So I don't know what to say about this team, but in terms of form line, I won't say they do have a brilliant form line, but still, they did draw against Leicester City, and they did win against Sheffield United 2-0. So it looks like they're back in form, but to be honest, it's going to be hard to judge because, as I said, this team is an unpredictable team. So from a prediction, I'm actually going to fancy Arsenal to win this game, and I'm going to go with Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 0. And that's the end for Premier League Match Week 18 Peru and prediction. If you guys did enjoy my video, please give a big thumbs up. And remember to subscribe to my channel, and I think I'll see you guys soon. It is a short video, but yeah.